Hello everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Cooking with Grandma. Today we're going to be making strawberry, blueberry, cream cheese cobbler. The original recipe only called for strawberries. I'm going to add blueberries because I have some on hand and strawberries and blueberries go really well together. So it's pretty easy. This is from allrecipes.com. If I don't have it in a book or on my recipe cards, this is my go-to place. They have a million recipes. Like if you can't find it there, you can't find it. And they are very, very easy recipes for the most part. So to start off with this, we need to have 1/2 a cup of butter melted. Now, when it says 1/2 a cup of butter melted, that means put the butter in a cup, melt it, then measure it into 1/2 a cup. If it says 1/2 a cup of melted butter, you melt it first and then measure it. There's a difference, and if you ever experiment with it, you'll see that the amounts change. So I got 1/2 a cup that I melted in the microwave. You pour that into the bottom of a 13 by 9 inch glass baking pan. That's going to stay there. We're going to set that aside. I already melted the butter ahead of time. So now we're going to make the batter. So for the batter, we need 1 cup of milk, and this you add all of it all in together. You put it all in the bowl, mix it up, and it's all done all one step. It's nice. There's none of this blending and creaming and back and forth when dirty in bowls. So 1 cup of milk goes in, 1 cup of flour, I got a gift certificate from the dollar store for Mother's Day to get some plant seeds, flower seeds. I'm going to buy those measuring scoops that I keep telling y'all about because they're so handy. I use the canisters, the glass tall canisters for my sugar and flour, and scooping them in there is going to be much easier. Okay, so 1 cup of flour, so 1 cup of sugar is next. Measure that out. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4. I'm using the 1/4 measuring cup. And in goes my 1 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is such a simple recipe. I mean, cobbler the batter is really easy. It's basically this. This is all it is. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That's it. That's all there is to the recipe for the batter. 1/2 teaspoon of salt goes in. So we mix this up. So what you do is you mix this up, and then you pour it over top of your melted butter. It is very runny, it is very wet, but that's okay because when it bakes, it's going to bake up and it's going to kind of come up around. The picture shows that it comes up and around the strawberries. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's baked. So you want to mix that all really well. You don't want lumps. Cobbler, you want it nice and creamy and smooth. I'm trying to get a few lumps of flour out of there. Just about got them. You can use a mixer or you can use a whisk if you find that. And if your flour happens to be kind of lumpy, just sift it before you use it. Most flour comes today pre-sifted, but if it kind of gets dried out or humidity hits it, just sift it. It'll be fine. So there we go. You pour the melted butter into the glass pan. Mix all the ingredients together. Pour this over the batter, over the butter. The batter over the butter. There you go. So we're just going to pour that right in. Get all of it out of the bowl. A little chunk there of flour I'm going to just chop up. It'll break down while it's cooking. So you pour that in to your bowl. And now you arrange your strawberry halves. It says to half, like make strawberries, cut strawberries in half. And you arrange them on top of your batter. So I've already cut mine in half and I put them in the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little space between each one, and I'm going to put my blueberries in between. It does not call for blueberries in this main recipe, but as I said, I like blueberries. I have them on hand, and blueberries and strawberries go really well together. This would be a nice summer dessert because it's quick and easy. It does have to bake for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but you know, that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. While this is baking, you set your kitchen timer and you go off and clean up your baking stuff, or, you know, do the dishes, throw a load of laundry in, whatever. just kind of keep doing stuff while it's baking. But make sure you set your timer, because you know I've done that, walked away and think, okay, I'll just come back in 30 minutes, totally forgetting that I put anything in the oven, until all of a sudden you get that smell and you go, oh no. So it says to arrange them on top, so it, you know, it doesn't specify, like it says 2 cups. I didn't measure, I just cut them up, because I mean 2 cups, if you cut them in half like this, that could be like 6 strawberries. So I'm just putting them in here until it looks covered. So there's lots of strawberries in here. So it's pretty much covered. So we're going to do that. Now I'm going to put the blueberries in between. Okay. Get my blueberries out. It's nice when berries are in season to bake things like this. You know, you can have them in your fridge just to eat like that. You can have a bowl of fruit. I like putting it on a nice big bowl of ice cream. Then I justify having a great big bowl of Neapolitan ice cream or butter pecan or whatever kind of ice cream I happen to have on it. I put fruit on it, so it's a healthy dessert after that. And you know, why not? Go for it. And you can make just have it like it is. Have it muffins. There is a recipe on my channel. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see fruit explosion muffins. And I use whenever I get a lot of berries. When they're in season like this, there's so many options besides just plain eating them. There's so much you can do. So there, that's it. That's all it takes. I'm going to show you how that looks. There it is. Blueberry and cheesecake. Blueberries, strawberries, all over the batter. Now the final step is you get 4 ounces of cream cheese, which is like half of a block of cream cheese, and you cut it into chunks and you dot it over it. It is 4 ounces, so however far 4 ounces goes, you just cut it up in chunks like this and drop it in. And as that melts and then it gets with the batter, oh boy, it's going to be good. I've never made this recipe before. I've made cobbler, but never strawberry. I had the strawberries were on sale at the one store, and I bought a few containers of them, and I wanted to use them up before they spoiled, because they were reduced. So that means that they weren't too old to sell, but they were getting to the point where they weren't going to last very much longer. So I figured I better use them up. So there we go. I got the strawberry or the cream cheese dotted all over the top here. I put it pretty much in between like every strawberry just to make sure it's all covered. But it's going to melt and it's going to be nice and creamy and rich, and the picture shows that it shows all done. It really looks nice. Okay, so I'll show you again a picture of this. That's what it looks like with the batter. So the melted butter on the bottom, the quick and easy batter, the strawberries, and in this case blueberries, and the white blobs you see there is the cheesecake, or the cream cheese, sorry. So I'm going to put those in the oven. This bakes 30 to 40 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alrighty, we're back. It's been 35, almost 40 minutes, and I just want to show you how lovely this looks. That is the strawberry blueberry cheesecake cobbler. Almost going to say crumble. So there it is. All just nice fresh out of the oven. So all that batter, you see all those white spots, that is the batter that has risen up and around the fruit. And the cheesecake, the cream cheese is just melted, and there's little spots of cream cheese, like right there. There we go. Right there is a spot of cream cheese. And yeah, right there. So that's pretty cool. That looks good. This would taste really, really nice with a big dollop of vanilla ice cream on top. So I hope everybody enjoys this. Try it out for your dessert. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, and leave me a comment. Till next time, Cooking with Grandma. Bye-bye.